Un, deux, trois. Shabbat Shalom. I get to do double duty tonight, so you'll have to put up with me all night. And I don't do the headphone thing because it doesn't like me, so you're stuck with this. First of all, I would like to thank Mila and Larry for the lovely flowers. Love that color. And the Onik tonight, sponsored in honor of Larry's 85th birthday, which he says he's a little peeved because we mentioned the number, but sorry, it's in print. And I'd also like to congratulate them because Mila informs me that their 10th anniversary is coming up. So mazel tov for both occasions. That's wonderful to celebrate with you. We've got lots going on. I'll hit the highlights. Lunch and Learn Wednesday with Rabbi Goldfarb. Rabbi is in freezing Washington, D.C. with the ninth graders for the Litaken conference. They'll be back Monday night. So a wonderful experience. Can't wait to hear from our confirmation class as to their experiences in D.C. On Sunday, January 19th, we have the one-month scholar, Professor Lips, who'll be speaking on women in Israeli society. Also, at the end of the month, on January 25th, we'll be having an Israeli night. Please make your reservations. It should be fun. Dancing, singing, eating Israeli food, all good. Also, membership committee asks that I remind you the new temple directories are available in the office. Let Dee know if you want one, either by email or hard copy. They should go out week after next, I believe. And lastly, January 31st is Sisterhood Shabbat and dinner. It will be simultaneous, which means the service and the dinner at the same time. So please make your reservations. It's a $5 charge. And if you respond late, it's a $10 charge. So respond at Sisterhood Shabbat is always a lovely service, so I look forward to that. As always, thank you to Ariel for her company up here and her beautiful voice, and of course always to Ray, our wonderful accompanist. Shabbat Shalom. And now we have a song.
We do. We join together on page 10 as we welcome Shabbat together with the singing of Hine Ma Tov. How wonderful it is and how good when we join together as brothers and sisters welcoming Shabbat.
Please turn to page 3 for the blessing over the candles, and I invite Mila and Larry to join us as we light the candles. Mm-hmm.
Shall I go first?
Yes, sir.
Shalom. On page 3, second group of words. O source of light and truth, creator of the eternal law of goodness, Help us to find knowledge by which to live. Lead us to take the words we shall speak into our hearts and our lives. Bless all who enter this sanctuary in need, all who bring the offerings of their hearts. May our worship lead us to acts of kindness, peace, and love.
ברוך אתה אדוני, אלוהינו מלך העולם, אשר קידשנו במצוותיו וציוונו להדליק נר של שבת. Blessed are you, Adonai, our God, sovereign of the universe, who hallows us with mitzvot, commanding us to kindle the light of Shabbat.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kidshanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat.
Well, as you know, no occasion goes unrecognized at Temple Beth Or, so we have our, quote, world-famous birthday certificate to present to you on this auspicious occasion. This is the day Adonai has made, a day for us to rejoice and be glad. God of days and years, author of life, we thank you for the blessing of life and for all that enriches our lives. We gather today in special thankfulness to share in the happiness of Larry Polikoff in recognition of his 85th birthday. May Larry be blessed with health and happiness and with the strength to overcome sickness and sorrow. With your presence at his side, may Larry be blessed to see his world in his lifetime. May Larry's heart act wisely, his lips speak wisdom, and his tongue whisper songs. May his vision always be toward the future, his eyes shining with the light of Torah, and his face glow like the splendor of the heavens. May Larry be blessed with wholeness, contentment, peace, and shalom. Celebrated this 14th day of Tevet, 5780, the 10th day of January 2020, in the presence of Temple Beth Or, La Mirada, California, signed by the rabbi, the cantor, and myself, so it is official.
Well, thank you so
Mazel. And also Mazel Tov on your anniversary. So we need to sing a Shehechianu.
We do. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, shehechianu v'kimanu v'higianu lazman hazeh. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, shehechianu v'kimanu v'higianu lazman hazeh. Larry, you know they say that hindsight is 2020. This year only we can say your future is 2020.
And that's my profession.
And that's your profession. There we go. Sorry, Rabbi's gone. I'm off the reins.
Our service continues on page 8, as we read together. Back there. I begin with a prayer of gratitude for all that is holy in my life. God needs no words, no English or Hebrew, no semantics and no services, but I need them. Through prayer, I can sense my inner strength, my inner purpose, my inner joy, my capacity to love. As I reach upward in prayer, I sense these qualities in my Creator. To love God is to love each other, to work to make our lives better. To love God is to love the world God created and to work to perfect it. To love God is to love dreams of peace and joy that illumine all of us and to bring that vision to life. We continue with the Baruch Hu on page 28. Please rise as you are able for our call to worship. We continue on page 30. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bidvaro ma'ariv aravim b'chokhmah poteach she'arim uvitvuna meshane itim umachalif et chazmanim umsader et hakohavim b'mishverotechem barakia kirtzono borei yom v'layla golel or mipnei choshev v'choshech b'pnei or, uma'avir yom umevi laila, umavdil bein yom uvein laila, Adonai Sevaot Shemo. El Chai v'Kayam, Tamid Yimlocha, Lenu le'olam va'ed, Baruch atah Adonai, Hama'ariv Aravim. You're not doing a Chabad. Okay. We continue on the top of page 33. As you taught Torah to those whose names I bear, teach me Torah too. Its mystery beckons, yet I struggle with its truth. You meant Torah for me. Did you mean the struggle for me too? Don't let me struggle alone. Help me to understand, to be wise, to listen, to know. Lead me into the mystery. Baruch atah Adonai, Ohev Amo Yisrael.
Shema Yisrael
Please be seated.
ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודך, והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך, ושיננתם לבניך ודיברת בם בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ובשוכבך ובקומך, וקשרתם לאות על ידך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך, למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותי, והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים, לחיות לכם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם.
We continue at the bottom of page 39 as we read responsively. In a world torn by violence and pain, a world far from wholeness and peace, give us the courage to say, Adonai, there is one God in heaven and earth. From bondage in Egypt we were delivered. At Sinai we bound ourselves to your way. Though our failings are many and our faults are great, it has been our glory to bear witness to our God, keeping alive in dark ages your vision of a world redeemed. We continue on the bottom of page 43. Give us a place to rest, Adonai our God. Bring us into shelter in the soft, long evening shadows of your truth. For with you are true protection and safety, and in your presence are acceptance and gentle love. Watch over us as we go forth. Prepare for us as we return. Spread over us your shelter of peace, over all we love, over our Jerusalem and yours. Baruch atah Adonai, haporei sukkot shalom aleinu, ve'al kol amo Yisrael, ve'al Yerushalayim.
ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. ביני ובין בני ישראל אותי לעולם. ביני ובין בני ישראל אותי לעולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. וביום השביעי שבת ויהי נפש. וביום השביעי שבת ויהי נפש. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם.
We continue on page 46 and following for the tefillah portion of our service. I invite you to rise as you are able.
Adonai Savatay tiftach ufi agi tehilatecha. Adonai open up my lips that my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu v'Elohei avotenu v'imotenu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, v'Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, v'Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibor v'Hanora, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, Vekonei Hakol, Vezocher Chasdei Avot ve'imahot, Umevi Geula Livnei V'neihem, Lema'an Shemo Be'yahava, Melech Ozer U'Moshia U'Magen, Baruch atah Adonai, Magen Avraham ve'ezrat Sarah. Atah Gibor le'olam Adonai, Mechayei hakulata, Rav lehoshia, Mashiv haruach u'morid hagashem, Mechalkel chayim bechesed, Mechayei hakol berachamim rabim, Somech noflim verofei cholim, Matir asurim umekayem lemunato lishenei afar micha mocha ba'al gevurot umido mehelach melech memit umechaya umatzmiach Yeshua v'ne'eman ata l'hachayot hakol Baruch ata Adonai mechayei hakol Ata kadosh v'shimcha kadosh ukedoshim bechol yom yehallelu chasela Baruch ata Adonai ha'el hakadosh.
Our service continues at the bottom of page 55 as we read responsively. Disturb us, Adonai, ruffle us from our complacency. Make us dissatisfied with the peace of ignorance, the quietude which arises from a shunning of the horror, the defeat, the bitterness, and the poverty, physical and spiritual, of humans. Wake us, O God, and shake us from the sweet and sad poignancies rendered by half-forgotten melodies and rubric prayers of yesteryears. Disturb us, O God, and vex us. Let not your Shabbat be a day of torpor and slumber. Let it be a time to be stirred and spurred to action. Baruch atah Adonai, Mekadesh HaShabbat. We continue together at the bottom of page 57. You are with us in prayer, in our longing to feel your presence and do your will. You are the still, clear voice within us. Therefore, O God, when doubt troubles us, when anxiety makes us tremble, when pain clouds the mind, we look inward for the answer to our prayers. There may we find you, and there find courage, insight, and endurance. And let our worship bring us closer to one another, that all Israel and all who seek you may find new strength for your service. Baruch atah Adonai, she'otacha levadacha, be'yira na'avod. We continue on the top of page 59. God of goodness, we give thanks for the gift of life, wonder beyond words, for the awareness of soul, our light within, for the world around us so filled with beauty, for the richness of the earth, which day by day sustains us. For all these and more, we offer thanks. Baruch atah Adonai, hatov shimcha, u'hana'eh lechodot. And on the top of page 61, as we read together, our most precious prayer for peace. Grant us peace, your most precious gift, O eternal source of peace.
And give us the will to proclaim its message to all the peoples of the earth.
Bless our country as a safeguard of peace, its advocate among the nations. May contentment reign within our borders, health and happiness within our homes. Strengthen the bonds of friendship and fellowship among all the inhabitants of every land. Plant virtue in every soul, and may the love of your name hallow every home and every heart. Praised are you, Eternal One, who blesses our people with peace. Baruch atah Adonai, hamvorech et amo Yisrael, b'shalom.
Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tazim Le'olam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tazim Le'olam.
Our service continues with the Mishabera, Prayers for Healing. You may find the words to this prayer on page 253. I invite you to share the name of a loved one during the musical interlude between the paragraphs. We continue now with silent meditation, a time to communicate whatever is in our hearts and our thoughts. To bring us into this few moments, I share this reflection. I need strength, humility, courage, patience, strength to control my passions, humility to assess my own worth, courage to rise above defeats, patience to cleanse myself of my imperfections, and the wisdom to learn and live by the teachings of my heritage. Let me not be discouraged, Adonai, by my failings. Let me take heart from all that is good and noble in my character. Keep me from falling victim to cynicism. Teach me sincerity and enthusiasm. Endow me with the courage to proclaim your name, to serve you by helping to bring nearer the day when all humanity will be one family. Adonai, be my guide and inspiration. I invite us to take the next few moments in silent meditation. Thank you, Cantor. A pleasure again to share the lectern with you. It's been a while. A real pleasure. Happy New Year, everybody. It's still January. We Jews are lucky. We get to celebrate 2 New Years. And they're 2 very different celebrations indeed. In our younger days, some of us felt pressured to get dressed up and go somewhere to celebrate with crowds of people, often strangers, expensive meals, and alcohol seemingly mandatory. And of course, that led to New Year's Day with a hangover. Oh boy, Happy New Year! That type of celebration has never been my thing. However, the other part of the observance is the seeming requirement to make resolutions. Does anybody here do that? Yeah. Okay. Oh, good for you, Ray. But wait, didn't we just do that on Rosh Hashanah? But the resolutions we make during High Holy Days are vastly different from the generic lose weight, exercise more, quit smoking. Our High Holy Day resolutions tend to be about our interactions with others. We tend more to think about others rather than ourselves and ponder how to be better humans. We apologize to those we've wronged in advance of Yom Kippur. Imagine if more people apologize for their behavior rather than try to justify it or assume they were never wrong, or they should just be accepted the way they are. There's nothing wrong with that to a certain extent, but it becomes tiresome when a person repeatedly assumes it's okay to be a rude bore, either because they don't know they are, or no one has ever called them on it, or they just don't care. The High Holy Day period allows, even forces, us to reflect on our past behavior, attempt to make amends, and importantly, vow to change it. As we ponder the words of the Avinu Malkeinu prayer, as well as the many prayers and readings in our Siddur, we acknowledge our mistakes and sins over the past year, asking for the ability to repent and do better, pleading for a safer and better world, and redemption and sustenance and strength and blessings, and to be inscribed in the book of life. Then after services, we go to the park and symbolically cast our sins away, enabling us to start our year refreshed and renewed with a clean slate, so to speak. We are informed in our reading that we are like a broken shard, like dry grass, like a withered flower, a passing shadow and a vanishing cloud, like a breeze that blows away, like a dream that flies away. But you are Adonai God, who lives for all eternity. If our life is so short, then we are obliged to make the most of it. For this year of 2020, let us vow that in this short lifespan, we will attempt to carry on God's mission of Tikkun Olam, creating a better world for those who come after us, our children, grandchildren, and those we will never know. Happy New Year. We continue now with the Aleinu in the middle of page 282. Please rise as you are able for the adoration. What can I say? No nonsense.
Shalom. shemo echad.
Our thoughts now turn to those who live in our hearts and memories. The words to the Kaddish can be found on page 294. Observing the Shivan Shloshim period, Rebecca Lomeli, a friend of Eileen and Lillian Mignella. On the yahrzeit list, Stanley Roman, Dr. Stephen Waldman, Joseph Austin, Seymour Levinson, David Gomberg, Larry Altnew, Rose Gilwerg, Haru Nojima, Sam Koenig, Joan Hershkowitz, Andrew Havas, George Shaw, Rabbi Wally Kelter, Max Haller, Debbie Friedman, Bob Cudler, Henry Bosch, Dr. Sheldon Koff, Benjamin Lieb, Professor Fred Bergerson, Adele Schloss, Edna Kaplowitz, Martin Israel, Moses Block, Enid Robbins, and Chaim Schreier. On the Kaddish list, Madge Evelyn Tatum Lonegro, Shirley Grossberg, Shirley Altnew, Muriel Balaban, Nick Scotto, Inga Spiegel, Adrian Casson, Florence Sachs, Cam Craig, Annette Raymond, Irving Drobny, Bernard Beskind, Nancy Zinberg, Howard Brookfield, Eric Lertzman, Sandra Lertzman, Michael Lertzman, Paula Marcus, Don Kessler, Catherine O. Salisbury, George Sachs, Adrian Henschel, Maury Gimbel, Margaret Hershkowitz, Dr. Gerhard Paskus, and Jerry Robinson. If there's a loved one that you are remembering and would like to include before we recite the Kaddish, please share that name at this time. In addition, we acknowledge the sacrifices of the men and women of our armed forces who gave their lives for our country and those who have given their lives for safety here at home, members of our police, firefighters, and other first responders, and the members of the IDF who have given their lives in defense of Israel. Zichronam livracha, may their memories always be a blessing as we recite the Kaddish. May all of us who mourn and all who are bereaved find comfort through God's presence, hope, and shalom, peace. I'd also like to mention the passing of Dwayne Craven, the husband of Sheila, whose funeral will be Tuesday at 12 noon at Hillside. A meal of condolence will be here at the temple at 2:30. And we conclude with a song.
We do. We conclude with the closing words of the Kaddish that will also close our services this evening, Oseh Shalom. But as usual, you will have to balance the prayer book in one hand if you need the words. Put your arms around someone next to you or hold the hand of someone who needs to remain seated as we close our Shabbat services together with the hope of peace. Yisrael Ladies and gentlemen, please grab a glass of juice or wine, as is your preference. Step in as close as you can. And I believe we're going to need a birthday boy up front. And Mila as well, in honor of their upcoming anniversary. Why not? Yeah, come on up. This one's me. Thank you. Na-na.
They've been really bad all day.
Are they?
Trying